Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what does your higher self want to draw your attention towards or your attention on. And to do this reading we are going to be picking three piles together. So 1, 2, looks like perhaps this is 3. Let's see what we have. So for pile number 1, you have sovereignty. For pile number 2, you have trust. And for pile number 3, you have transformation. Now, if you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the Mookaite Jasper. For pile number 2, you have the Sodalite. And for pile number 3, you have the red Jasper. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. And as I always say, if you feel drawn to more than one pile or maybe even all of the piles, trust your intuition. It is your magic that always leads you and guides you to the right readings. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. We're now about to begin your pile preparation process. If you need any more time to take a look at your piles and your crystals properly, please pause the video, take as much time as you need, and then go straight ahead to your reading. Hey soul family, welcome to your shuffling and pile preparation process. It is so lovely to have you here as we prepare for your piles. And in today's reading, we are taking a look at what does your higher self want to draw your attention on. And to do this reading, these are the decks that we will be using. On the left are the oracle decks, and on the right are the tarot decks. And as usual, if you're ever interested in any of the decks that I use, you'll find that I always list them down in the description box for you. All right, I feel this one. Let's also pick it up for pile 3. There we go. Moving on now to the next deck, and we kindly want to know, I feel this one. What does your higher self want to draw your attention on or toward? I feel it. I'm gonna take it. I feel this one. And this one. What does your higher self want to draw? Wow, look at that. You're really healing, and you're healing and achieving your dreams. I love these messages that pop up in the preparation pile. I really feel like if you're watching this, it is directed towards you. You're doing two great things in your life. You're healing and you're achieving big dreams. That's like a direct message to you from your higher self. Good job. All right. So cool. So happy for you. Pile, 3 cards for pile 1. We want to be taking 2 for each pile, unless, of course, shown otherwise. 3. All right. So it looks like we're taking 3 cards from each pile, from this deck. I love it when we look at that. I love it when we're guided to do something. Okay, so this deck is 3. That's the exception so far. We'll be, look at that. Okay, taking it. So that's pile 1. So, what does your higher self want to draw your attention towards? Actually, I was going to take these, but it looks like it's these 2. Okay. Next deck. Okay. Last deck. Again, one more time. There we go. Okay. So your 3 piles for today's reading are now ready. Let's now put them neatly together. So that is pile number 1. With the Mookaite Jasper, right there, pile number 2. It's also there with the Sodalite. And pile number 3. Right there with the red Jasper. All right, so your 3 piles for today's reading are now ready. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I always love it. And love you guys very much. As always, you guys are one of my biggest blessings in life. To be able to connect with beautiful souls is just the best thing anyone can have. Thank you for being so beautiful and for being here and for connecting. Love you guys very much. And let's get straight into your reading. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Mookaite Jasper. Let's keep it right there. And this very powerful card with sovereignty and self-empowerment. Let's see how this fits into your reading. You know, the sun, see the phoenix rising. Very powerful card. Let's keep it here for now and let's take a look at What does your higher self want to draw your attention on? It's obviously a very empowering or a powerful message that you're getting today. So let's see what it is. You have the balsamic waning fire moon with compromise. You also have seeds. Okay. You have energy. Interesting. Okay. And you have autumn winds, new paths, changes, unforeseen forces. Okay, so let's keep this here. We also see direction. And let's take a look at your tarot cards to get a full picture of what this is talking about exactly. So you have the 10 of lotuses. This is the 10 of cups. Beautiful energy. Okay, and I heard in my mind, you're getting there. You're getting there. You have, this is the, oh my God. And you have the 10 of pentacles with 10 of trees. What are the odds that you would get the 10 of cups and the 10 of pentacles? Wow. Powerful energy for sure. Let's take a look at the rest of your cards. You have the 7 of cups with projections. This goes closely with the projections message, goes closely with a line that I loved in the guidebook with sovereignty. We'll get to that in a section. I actually put it aside because I wanted to read it to you. Look at that. It says, you do not need anybody's permission to live the life you want to live. Very strong message that I loved here. We'll get to it in a second. Let's see the rest of your cards. Whoa! You have the 6 of Wands with success. You have the Ace of Wands, right? You have the Queen of Wands. Powerful, powerful energy here. The Judgment card. I keep seeing Rise. Oof, very strong message. The Page of Cups. And you have... No, stop. You have the 10 of Cups again. I'm actually going to take this, feel guided to put these 3 together. What a powerful, powerful reading. I mean, 10, 10, 10. Look, there's a strong message here about your higher self telling you that you're about to step into the beginning of the happiest phase of your entire life. So perhaps all of the things that you were going through were leading up to this point. And with the Phoenix rising here, if you were going through extreme difficulties in the past or things that were tough and rough, it was to prepare you for this moment moving forward. So your higher self is telling you, now that you are at the threshold of and the beginning of entering into this phase of your life, there is huge encouragement of putting that effort to fly. And what I think the guidebook says this part beautifully. Let me get it for you. So nice. The idea here is that I need great strength to lift myself from the earth. Once I rise, I'm carried effortlessly by the momentum of the wind. And so this is exactly what I see here going on for you. Whatever you believe is impossible is impossible. The limitations that you think are holding you back are only there if you adhere to them. Taking full ownership of your own beliefs, thoughts, and actions makes you the agent of your own reality. And that's why you have projections. So how you internalize your experience moving forward will be your reaction, will be your reality. And since you're on the verge of making huge energy, big dreams, and a beautiful life happen for you with a little bit of effort. I see your higher self telling you, you are at a very critical time of your life. You're moving into great times. And so what's needed here is to flap your wings. Maybe you're gonna feel the burn a little bit, or you're gonna push a little bit to create that inertia in the beginning. But once you create that inertia, momentum is created and you fly off effortlessly. That energy that you create around you as you make that first push will make things move for you automatically. You know how when you push a snowball uphill and it grows bigger and bigger, and then once you release it, it goes down effortlessly and it keeps growing and growing as it goes down. I feel that's what your higher self is trying to tell you here. You're moving into a beautiful, successful phase of your life. I cannot even begin to tell you how this new journey is going to feel so good. 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Cups represented twice shows that you're going to be so happy. It's more than your dreams being achieved. It's an energy of feeling elated. 10 of Pentacles shows me that all of your dreams are happening. 10 of Pentacles is being happy with the family, being happy with business, being happy with your dreams. It's like having everything that you want come together finally. And you're gonna feel so much success. It's the most beautiful phase of your life, and it's the eternal one. And to finally enter into this phase, I'm seeing there needs to be seeds or a little bit of a compromise. And that compromise is the inertia that we see in your main card. Creating that inertia that will create the momentum for things to start moving automatically for you. Even if you will have to continue to pour in that effort later on, it's not going to burn. You know how when you exercise in the beginning and it burns and it hurts and you're like, am I going to do these reps? And at some point, these reps are so easy. You're like, I'm getting bored of this. And it gets so boring. You want to challenge yourself just a little bit more. It becomes like a piece of cake that the same reps over time, you can be talking on the phone. You can be thinking of other things. You're like doing it and it's nothing. You feel nothing. So that's the thing here. Maybe it's going to feel in the beginning that you're putting in the effort and you're like, I can't do this, it hurts. But your higher self is showing you that later on, as you create momentum and you create the muscle for it, you create the energy for it, the mental endurance for it as well. And so you might look back and laugh and go, oh my God, now I'm doing 50 of these things. One day I was intimidated by 3, and it makes me laugh to think how I was like, oh no, am I just gonna be doing 3? You know, it's like when, let's say you're a medical student and one day you were like, oh no, I don't feel like doing that one homework. And now looking at the amount of books you have to study and the things and the huge assignments and all the things that you have to finish, or maybe a lawyer as well, if you're a lawyer, or in any field really. And you look back in retrospect and you laugh and you're like, oh my God, now that little homework that I used to feel intimidated by, that's just the lightest thing that I have to deal with now. It's like, it's my day off if I have to do that little thing. So it's going to be so easy later on, once you create that inertia and momentum to continue to do it. You will have that power to continue to do it easily. And that's what your higher self wants to guide you towards. Just pick it up, start it. And the most important thing to create that inertia and to have something continue for you for the rest of your life in such an easy manner are your thoughts. Remember, we did see the message of you are the one that creates your reality. Your limiting beliefs or your thoughts could actually be true if you allow them to be true. And your empowering thoughts with sovereignty, your control over your life, just like sovereignty here says, are also true if you believe it to be so. If you say I can only do 2, you're right. If you say I can absolutely do 7, you're also right. It's what you think about that makes it right, and how you believe in yourself, and how you believe, and how much you believe you can handle. It's really all just a belief. Believe me, it's all a belief. What we can do and what we can handle is proven over time by what we limit ourselves with and what we allow ourselves to do. And the more we try and the more we believe, you know how they say there was this Olympic who didn't know that there was a certain record to running. They didn't know that this record existed in the first place, and they were the first to break this record after many, many, many years, because they didn't even know that that was the limit. So that's exactly what I'm seeing here. Don't put a limit on yourself. Don't ever tell yourself, oh, I can't do it. Oh, this is too hard for me. Oh, I can't pick myself up. Oh, I can't handle all of these things. Whatever it is that you want to take yourself out of, tell yourself, empower yourself. It says self-empowerment. Empower yourself and tell yourself, of course I can do it. And in fact, I am going to do it. And watch yourself do it at pile number 1. And not only are you going to be getting out of it and creating that momentum and keeping it easy peasy. See, the hands aren't even moving in this Queen of Wands. It's moving automatically. But your higher self wants to let you know that you are entering a beautiful phase of your life that you're going to love and you're going to enjoy. And you're finally entering not just in a phase of your life that is happy, the rest of your life is success and happiness and enjoying your life. So make it quicker for yourself. Get into that phase. It's about time. So, my dear pile number 1, you are in the energy of a rise, and with the autumn winds, the seasons are changing. The season is changing. The winds are taking away the old energy, clearing it away for you to experience a new beautiful tomorrow. So vibe with that energy, my dear pile number 1, and take what is yours. The past is in the past. Now it's time for you to rise, feel your sovereignty, feel your power, and go after what you deserve. And this is exactly what I see for your reading, my dear pile number 1, as your message from your higher self and what it wants to draw you your attention towards. But wait, before we go, I just noticed something that grabbed my attention. Is this a coil coming out of... This is the first time I see this depiction in the deck. There's a coil coming out from this fire, creating energy. Let me reflect on that, because you also have energy here. Some of you are scientists, but that aside, let me reflect. Since this is talking about energy, you know, when in a magnetic field, when you coil, what is it called? A wire. The more you coil a wire, the more the magnetic field is strong, and it becomes you know how. Okay, so there's this experiment. The more using a wire to using electricity and turning it into a magnet. Yes. So we would bring a battery and put the wire, we coil it and coil it and coil it and put it to the other side, and then it would become a magnet. And the more you coil the wire, the stronger the magnetic field. So this is telling me, get into the flow, because the more you put in energy, the more you attract strongly the things that you want into your life. And this is going to be great, because by time, this energy that you're putting is going to be effortless, because you would have created momentum mentally and physically, right? It creates this momentum. And so it would automatically be attracting the things that you want into your life super powerfully. And I see this here as well is one of the strongest advice that you're getting today from your higher self about the phase and the success that you're getting into the next phase of your life. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in your reading as your higher self, what your higher self wants to draw you towards. So interesting that we saw this here. I've never seen it before. So cool. I wish you all the best of luck. It looks like the next phase of your life, you're attracting powerful things. Look out for that. Your life is going to change in a way you would have never thought or even imagined. My dear pile number 1, this is your reading. If you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book. This book could truly help you out in this amazing journey that you're on. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but really it can help you shift your mindset to productivity, where it would teach you different techniques to help you approach productivity in a much simpler way than how you would see it. It's all about projection, a mind shift, right? This is exactly what this book does. It shifts your mind to how you see productivity. It makes it an enjoyable journey through also the techniques that is shared in the book that many people around the world, successful people, use to make it a breeze, because you're not meant to suffer being productive, because if you do, how long can you endure and to take it before you collapse and let it go? It's an enjoyable journey if you shift your mindset towards it and learn more about it. And it's not about also waiting for motivation, because motivation comes and goes, and so that's not sustainable. And by learning simple techniques, you can really keep this up and enjoy it and achieve your dreams. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in. I wish you the best of luck. I love your message from your higher self. You are getting into an amazing world. Be blessed, my dear pile number 1, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful Sodalite, as well as this card, Trust. It says the Fall. Let's see how this fits into your reading. And of course, today we're taking a look at what your higher self wants to draw your attention on at the moment. So you have the 15th moon mansion with bouquet. This moon mansion is of course ruled by Venus and Uranus in Libra. Okay. You have, fear. Yes, the fall. How interesting. Okay. It's like the cards are communicating with us. All right. You also have the witching hour. I love this. Spirit work, mystery, the unknown. I love this for you, my dear pile number 2. That's very clear here. Let's take a look at your tarot cards before we begin. So you have the Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups. Look at that. And this is definitely talking about your spirit team here. You have, or being taken care of from the universe. However, you have the King of Pentacles with abundance. Love that for you. You have the Page of Pentacles with adventure. This is a beautiful message hear from your higher self about something that you're really worried about and is giving you a lot of anxiety. You have the Three of Cups. You see your cards? Yeah. You have Temperance. Temperance again. Whoa, now that is very significant to your message, actually. Okay. You have the Four of Cups. Yes, what you don't see coming. And the Five of Swords. So your message is actually very clear, my dear pile number 2. There is a fall here, and it seems like you are very afraid. You're afraid of falling. You're afraid of something not really going right in your life, especially with fear here. And we see the invisible hand. Although you are afraid of falling, your greatest message from your higher self is that you are not alone. You have a strong spirit team that's surrounding you and is not going to let you fall. And that's why you have the bouquet here, being loved and taken care of. You will never fall. And in fact, your path ahead is full of abundance. And so, although it does look like you're going to fall, always remember that there are invisible hands. And although they're invisible, they're so real. Maybe even more real than our own reality. And the message I loved here about this card in the guidebook is imagining the worst case scenario. Let me read this part out to you. Fear lives in the unknown future, in my worst case scenario. I suffer in my mind, imagining what is to come. When I root myself into the reality of the present moment, I can clearly differentiate that which I can control from that which I cannot. When I release my fixation on the negative potential, I begin to believe in the positive possibilities. So trust the process. You're not going to be left out. This child looks like in the Page of Pentacles, like they're left out alone, but they're really not. Their future and their path is full of rainbow and light. And although you cannot see what is to come at the moment, trust that there is so much coming for you ahead. And so for this reason, your higher self wants to give you a bigger perspective than perhaps what you see in the 3D. It wants to tell you that between the veils that there's so much more magic that you may not be seeing. And this is why trusting in the unknown is a very important factor in your life, especially during difficult times. There is more to come. There's abundance. There's a beautiful life coming up ahead that you may not be seeing. There's always an assisting invisible hand there to save you and to help you, although you may not be seeing it most of the time. So I love that the Witching Hour card came out for you, because the Witching Hour is an hour of the day where the veils between this world and the other world are so thin that it's easy to manifest, that your wishes are heard. According to the guidebook with regards to this card, it's between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. The whole idea here is that there is a strong power of alchemy. There is a strong power of energy at work going on here. Do you see that? And your higher self is telling you, you could be spending so much energy worrying when in reality there is so much energy in being created to help you come out and thrive despite the harsh circumstances. This looks like a powerful plant growing with strength in the desert, in a cracked land. You wouldn't think such a strong plant would come out of a harsh environment like that. And so the situation might look harsh, but your higher self is telling you, trust there is an invisible hand. Trust that you're not going to be left alone. And don't let the worst case scenario take the best of you. And instead, prepare for the worst, but expect the best. And why expect the best? Because know that you're not alone, and you will never be left alone. And there will always be a helping hand coming to help you out with your situation. It's not the end. You perhaps have to try your best, but you're never going to be left there alone. Ever. You have a spiritual team that has decided that they will, a strong spiritual team that have decided to always be there for you. You have a team that is standing there by you strong, making sure not just that you're okay, that you thrive and that you're strong, that you grow, that you heal, and that your life is abundant. Very focused on helping you with your abundance and clearing out your path and really helping you out. And with the veils here being thin between this world and the other world, know that there is great and strong assistance, almost to the point where you're gonna feel like you can even communicate with them and touch them on the other side if you want. What I'm trying to say is there is a strong connection and a strong bond between you and your spiritual team. It's like they will never leave your hand. They will never leave you alone. They're there making sure that you don't fall, that this worst case scenario does not happen for you. You will find that you are assisted left, right, and center as you thrive, as you move towards, helping yourself out, and things will be working out beautifully for you. So your higher self is really more guiding you to have faith and to expect the best case scenario and not the worst case scenario. When it comes to the worst case scenario, it's about preparing for the worst case scenario and not expecting the worst case scenario. The 5 of Swords here shows that your higher self wants to grab your attention towards the fact that you can either be defeated or you can be the winner. And with the swords, it depends on your mindset and how you want to see things. And defeated here is defeated emotionally, mentally, not in real life. Real life, you're going to be taken care of. You're always going to have your hands held. You're absolutely loved by your spiritual team. They love you. And they're not going to be leaving your side. That's not going to happen. There's a bridge here, a strong connection between the two worlds. It's unbelievable. Between you and your spiritual team. They're not going to take care of you. They're not going to leave you. I wanted to say with taking care, you know how when you have a child, you just don't leave them. They may be scared for a couple of seconds, but their parents always pick them up. So they're not going to leave you. You're taken care of. Maybe you're afraid because of the slip up. Maybe you're afraid that you're not going to be taken care of, and that's the mind slip up. But in reality, as we see in the cards, they will always be there for you. And so your mind can make you feel like a winner, and it can make you feel defeated. And if you get into this energy, you'll experience anxiety. You'll feel like you can't get up and thrive and do what is needed. With the black card, you'll feel like the world is dark unnecessarily. Why experience the dark when you're meant to go through your journey with the light? This is exactly what I see here. Your higher self wants to highlight to you at this phase of your life. You have strong roots of light. This shows me that you have very powerful and strong ancestors that love you and believe in you and want you. It's like they're working because they want you to create abundance in your life. King energy is balanced energy in tarot. They want you to live a balanced life, and you have temperance twice, emphasizing that. But you're the other half of the equation in this team. And so no matter how they help you with the moon, it also, you are on the other hand and have to believe and have your mindset attuned to that faith, so that you can easily receive these blessings that are given to you. You're being advised on your end to truly trust that there is more, to believe in the best case scenario, to attract that best case scenario. And so when you believe, the veils between you, your world and their world is easy. Energy is able to flow effortlessly. And so you're able to take that assistance very easily. But if you have low vibration with fear, which happens to all of us, it's like with all of the black, you thicken this veil. It makes it difficult for energy to flow easily. And so with the high vibration, with the temperance card, by having a high vibration, and that is through having balanced energy, to balance your emotion, a positive, strong, winning mindset will allow you to easily and quickly receive that assistance from the other side. And look, a bouquet is always presented to someone as a gift. And so there is the energy here of giving you gifts that will help you blossom and help you be abundant. And so it is about opening up your heart with Venus and Libra, opening up your hearts to receiving these beautiful gifts. And they will always be showering you with wonderful blessings, wonderful gifts of abundance. If you know that you're assisted, if you keep your emotions balanced through faith. That's the biggest message that your higher self wants to give to you. The right energy. Because you're not always in control of everything in your life, you know? We all wish we could, but you're not always in control. But make sure that the things that you are in control of, that remain under your control. And one of these things is your thoughts and your faith. Keep them always under your control, by knowing that you will never be alone, that you're assisted. There will always be invisible hands holding you. Keep the faith and know that everything is going to be okay as you prepare. And preparation is very important because it allows you to calm down your worries. So do your best, have the faith, and you will see that everything works out beautifully in the end for you, that you will always be abundant and assisted, and that you will always be receiving beautiful gifts from a strong team that is there, making sure that you thrive and that you are abundant. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading. Have the winner mentality. It's going to take you so far. Relieve everything that you don't like from your life and move you to a beautiful path that you're meant to take. It's not meant to be dark. It's meant to be full of light. So enjoy it. And this is exactly what I see, my dear pile number 2. I hope you've enjoyed your reading. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 2. This book could truly help you out in this amazing journey that you're on of manifesting your dreams. And you know, it helps alleviate your stress and anxiety, because once you tackle the things that are scaring you, once you learn how to not be intimidated by it and how to tackle it and get this all while enjoying it. This is really true. This is something that all successful people have learned to do by certain techniques, and also by learning how to shift your mindset into the healthy mentality, you will really feel empowered to be the productive person you want to be, to take the things off your task list that are making you afraid. Handle them, take them off your list, take them off your back, and be free. And if you would like to check it out, you'll find the link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 2, this was your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. Such a beautiful message from your higher self about your path, your journey, your emotions, and also your spiritual team. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You have chosen the beautiful red Jasper, as well as this transformation card. It says shedding skin. Can you see that? Yes. Let's see how this fits into your reading. I feel a very powerful message, especially with the Kundalini here, Kundalini rising. I feel like there's a very powerful message from your higher self here. I see a skull, almost like a transformation. Yes, of course, a transformation. Right, so let's keep your main card here. And let's see what your higher self is trying to draw your attention on today. So you have and when I saw last quarter, I feel like there's a message of, especially with transformation, like this is the last phase or the last thing that you have to go through in a fall, in something that may be difficult with the opposition. So last quarter, waning fire moon, something's on fire, something is tough. That's like the last of it now, with opposition. Last quarter, waning fire moon. There we go. Okay. You have pain. Yes. I love how when the cards communicate. So you're enduring something difficult, and your higher self here is telling you, this is going to be the last part or the last time where this is going to feel so painful. It's ending this pain that you're going through. It's transforming, you're healing, you're growing. You're not going to feel it the way that you do now. I feel like your higher self is telling you you're almost there to completion. Let's see the rest of your cards. You're almost there to completion where something big is going to change. You have the rising sun, and there. You have hope, courage, optimism. Okay. Beautiful. Yeah, just like the lotus. Something is going to change. It's finally the end. You're feeling so much pain. You're tired. You can't handle something that may be even toxic anymore. You're tired. Yeah, you're like, I can't take this any longer. And I feel your higher self is telling you, know that this is the last time you're going to feel like this. This is the last phase that you're going to go through and end this chapter. You're shedding skin. Your life around you is transforming. And all of this is going to be behind you very soon. It's like that, not very soon. That's the last of it. Let's find out more. So, you have the 6 of Pentacles, and you can see a journey, and the destination is right there. And at the moment, you're crossing onto the other side to reach your destination. So you have the 6 of Pentacles. Also, the 6 of Pentacles is a card of scales. Things are coming into balance. You have the Pelican. This is the Emperor. You have the 2 of Pentacles, moment to moment. You have the 2 of Cups with friendliness, soft energy here. You have the Knight of Swords. And I see here that sometimes being powerful is not about feeling the burn and, making it hard on yourself. I see your higher self telling you sometimes being strong is done with soft energy, taking it slowly, one step at a time, little by little, in a kind way, especially that you need that in your journey at the moment. You're in a lot of pain. It's been difficult. It's been long. And so as you're nearing your way out of this, being strong at the moment is to take it easy on yourself. Move forward, but move forward calmly. I know sometimes we just want to get rid of things and just finish it. And the fastest way to go at the moment, because the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest knights in the deck, the fastest way and the strongest way to go at the moment is to take it easy on yourself and not put stress on yourself, to move forward calmly. In fact, this Two of Pentacles is depicted in a fast-paced city. If you look closely, there are towers and buildings. But this Buddha is taking it step by step, despite being in this fast-paced society and city. So treat yourself, I see, at the moment with a lot of love and care. You need it more than anything. Take it slow. Be proud of every little step that you take. Pat yourself on the back. Say, good job. Don't have to worry about everything now. Things are transforming. I'm moving to the other side. Big changes are coming up. I'm finally being alleviated from this pain. And I have a big message here for you. I'll come to it in a second. But to do that and to get out of it, I need to take my time calmly. Every little step matters, but doing it with kindness towards myself at the moment is the most thing that is needed now. So take a deep breath. Alleviate yourself from the stress and know that's the powerful thing. That's the power. That's the source of power that you can give to yourself at the moment. You have the Knight, another Knight, the Knight of Wands. And look, the two fastest knights in the deck. This is showing opposite energy. And that's why you have opposition, a dichotomy. The slower and calmer you move, the faster you will get to your destination. So move slowly and calmly and lovingly, because the more you feel the stress, the more it's pulling your horses, and the easier you take it on yourself, the easier your energy will flow. Very, very cool message, my dear pile number 3. I see your higher self trying to show you something, to shed light on something here. That sometimes we want it over, and so we're like, I want to move quickly. And the more you stress like that, the more you feel the pain, and the more you're hindering that energy, perhaps. And the more you take it easy, take a deep breath, take it slow, step by step, the more energy is flowing much easier and making things move for you very quickly, thus reaching your destination. This is like walking, how that, I don't want to say exercise, what is it? Like the sport where you walk on a rope up high, and the more stressed you are, you lose your balance and you have to go over and over and over again. But the calmer you are, you find yourself taking these steps much faster, and you're like, ooh, only a few steps. If you, right before reaching this destination, go, oh my God, I'm just about to make it, you'll fall. And so it's about realizing that you're there, but still keep being in the flow and taking it easy, not thinking too much about that, but more on the next step, to take it slowly, one step after the next, calmly. The moment you get yourself into, oh my God, then you fall. And that's the energy that I'm seeing your higher self is trying to shed light onto. You're nearly there. Look at that. You are nearly there, about to cross to the other side. And so, yeah, it's the last quarter. It's the first thing we notice, the last of this energy. You're about to leave this phase of your life. And so take it slowly. Be calm. One step calmly after the other. You'll find that with that tranquility and calmness, things will move quickly. You will move quickly. Energy will move quickly. And this whole chapter is about to end in your life. I have an important message here for you. I'll get to it in a second. But let's reveal the last 3 cards. Ooh! You have the 9 of Pentacles. This shows that a dream is about to happen for you. This is a big dream, especially that it's lining under the pelican. And I feel, I've just imagined the pelican opening up its mouth and engulping a fish. So here, this tells me that you're about to get something beautiful that you're wishing for. You're about to get it all. You're about to get it all. And that's why the sun is rising here. You're about to get something that you're hoping for. Let's see. Whoa, Queen of Swords. And wow, you have the World card. World card shows, first of all, that it's the completion, just like we saw the last quarter. It's the completion of this tiresome journey. And also, the World card does talk about finally receiving what you want. A wish being when you load something, the loading is completed and you receive something. So you're receiving opposite energy here. Again, opposition. Being in difficult times and moving out of the difficult times right into receiving a big wish. You know, there's no middle ground here. Very opposite energies everywhere. And that's the beauty of difficult energy, because when you've experienced very heavy dark energy, you get to experience very light, beautiful, blessed energy that is equally unique on the other end of the spectrum. So what have I been seeing here? I have been seeing for you, get to that in a second, but I have been seeing for you here, I imagined like a story hit me in my mind as I was unraveling the cards and taking a look at this part of the reading. And I wanted to get to it because here, with the Kundalini rising, it hit a certain idea in my mind. How very difficult times, just like the snake, a hard hit bite that is poisonous, that could almost kill you. With the Kundalini rising, this is rising and experiencing amazing things, transformative healing of seeing things that maybe others haven't seen because of that hit. So the example that hit my mind right off the bat when I was taking a look at these cards is like someone who's traveling interstate, and as they're traveling, their car breaks down in some random city, and they're like, oh no, what am I gonna do now? I'm alone. I can't handle this. I feel scared. I'm in the middle of nowhere. And you feel like that's the worst thing that happened to you. You're so scared. And you really don't know how you're going to handle this situation, especially that you don't see anything around you that you can go to help you. And you know, the people that you know that can help you are miles and miles and miles away. What are you going to do until these people come and help you out? And how are you going to help them reach you? You know, it's really scary. So as this person sits in their car for maybe what seems like an hour or two of fear and fear and hopelessness, and watching the day go by, trying to figure out what they're gonna do, trying several times to fix the car, it's not working. It's like, why am I so unlucky? How can I handle this situation? And they're crying. So as they're sitting, they watch like a small figure come from afar. And they're like, is that a person? Is that a person? And this person keeps approaching. And they're like, can I maybe go talk to them? Can I ask them if they can help me? And that figure keeps coming near and near. And then they notice your car, and they notice that you're sitting alone and not knowing what to do. And this person comes, and they're like, are you all right? Is everything okay? And you're like, no, my car broke down. I don't know what to do. And they tell you, don't worry. I have a couple of friends that can come and help. I know a good mechanic nearby. Don't worry. Please don't worry about it. And this is a very kind person that helps you out, and you feel like they're so responsible and so good, coming out of the blue, and they're like, hey, don't worry about it. Forget about it. Let me handle this. They make their calls. People come and help you. They take your car. They're taking you to a nearby mechanics, and they're, it's a nice family. They take you in. They ask you, have you eaten? And you're like, no. They help you. They give you a nice meal. They share dinner with you. You share stories, and it turns out to be a really nice evening as your car is being fixed. And they turn out to be warm people. You feel like you can trust them. They ask you, they tell you can stay in the guest room until your car's, fixed the next day. And you share funny stories together. And so you build a nice connection with them, with this warm, loving, kind family, right? So the next day, your car is now fixed. And you keep in touch with these people. In fact, the very person that helped you has a crush on you. You have a crush on them. You go back home, you talk with them, and then later on you discover that one of their siblings can hook you up in a company that you've always wanted to work for. But luckily, that branch in their city is like the easy way into getting into the main branch that you always wanted, because perhaps they take, one person from each branch, and getting there from another branch is like there's high competition. But if you are in that city, you get to be taken easily, And so they help you, they get hired there, they give you this information you didn't know, and then this leads you to your dream of working in the company that you've always wanted to work with in the main branch. And then you met this person who you're going to spend the rest of your life with, so a horrible situation that seemed scary for a few hours, that you felt like your whole life was lost because of it, turned out to be the biggest blessing. It's a moment that you will always remember, a moment that you will always tell people about, how this very situation shifted and changed your whole life. And what I see here, your higher self telling you, is that you're going through something similar, that from the same darkness and the same difficulty, so many blessings are coming ahead for you, where your wishes, it's like you're moving from that energy, from very bad energy, very tough energy, to right away getting all your dreams happening, getting dreams being achieved for you. And so know that you're in that transition where this is going to be happening for you. And I see your higher self telling you, since this is the last of it. It's like if we were to advise that person in our story and tell them, why spend these few hours in fear? Do know that these are the last hours where you're going to be, a last hour which you're going to feel afraid, because from that moment onwards, your whole life is going to change and your dreams are going to come true. It's the same for you, my dear pile number 3. Your higher self is delivering quite a clear message here for you. Don't experience the pain. Let it go for now. It's the last of what you're going through. Take it step by step now. But step by step also means being very disciplined. And just like walking on rope, although you're towards the very end, don't live it with pain and tension. Release, let it go. Take it day by day. And as you notice things are approaching and getting better, don't get into desperate of, oh no, I can't take it anymore. Let it go. Let it be calm. Take it step by step, because know that these slow, calm steps are your way of moving quickly through it. Tranquility and calmness are your way, as well as being disciplined to take step after the other, to be disciplined to moving slowly but surely towards this completion. And maybe you cannot see ahead. Maybe you cannot see this completion, but this completion is there. And from that point, my dear pile number 3, your higher self is telling you, you're gonna watch your life transform before your very eyes in a way that you cannot imagine, in a way that is stable, and in a way where out of the darkness comes all the light. Out of the darkness comes the light, and your dreams are being achieved. They're coming true for you, my dear pile number 3. And this is exactly what I see your higher self wants to draw your attention on. Take it step by step. You're about to enter your dream world. Pile number 3. Hold on to that. I wish I can show you what I'm seeing here. It's going to be amazing. And you're going to see, my dear pile number 3. This was your reading. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity book, my dear pile number 3. This book could really help you move tranquilly, really, through this difficult time. The productivity handbook is more than just being productive. It teaches you how to have the right mindset to go through intimidating challenges and goals and tasks, how to enjoy the journey and not to go through it by suffering. That's the whole point. It teaches you techniques on how to handle things in the right way, how to be productive right away. It's not about waiting for motivation or specific feelings and rely on them, because these come and go. It's about depending on yourself, depending on your mindset that will really take you there. This book is very empowering. It was written from the heart. I share with you techniques that I've taught people throughout many years of my life. They worked with everyone, and I'm sure it's going to be a great addition for you if you're looking forward to become a more productive person. It was written from the heart, making sure that I take you by the hand and show you how it's done with power and with love and with enjoyment. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to this ebook down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And by the way, this is not a long book. It's short, straight to the point, so that you don't procrastinate reading it. I made sure this happens and that it flows and it's easy for you. And if you would like to check it out, as I said, you'll find a link down in the description box. And my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. Wishing you the best of luck. You're about to get there. And my dear pile number 3, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye.